Guys, welcome to or welcome back to Penguin's Garage. The shop, fucking mess. Absolutely disgusting. We should be cleaning this, but we're not because we got a new delivery and that's happening now. So, this truck does great. Suspension, good enough. The seats, terrible. So, we reached out to our buddies out at PRP Seats and they hooked it up. And by that, I mean they raped me. But it was all good. So we're going to be throwing new seats in this truck. Step one, get these guys out. I don't know if that's coming through on camera, but yeah. So we're going to get a 14 millimeter and whoosh, out they come. Okay, so here's the PRP seat mount. We have, it's a direct bolt in, so we should be styling here. I'm going to go inside, I'm going to get the seat, and then we're going to see how it bolts to this. I believe it uses these holes here, and then I can just plop it into place. Trying to figure out where, so this is the heated seat option, and my wife uses the heated seats all the time. So I think I want to put the switches right here. I think that'll look nice. Just not 100% sure yet. So let me go get the seats, and I'll show you what those suckers look like. Okay, here's the seats. So it is like I thought. They're going to mount to the sides. They're there now. So that's our next thing, is getting the base on there. And of course you want to make sure it's on there correctly. Oh, that fits. What? A company that actually fits? Come on, man. Of course they assumed I was intelligent, so they didn't provide instructions on orientation of the bolts. And the only thing I'm thinking is, will the sliders clear if I do them from out to in? Because that's my preferred way. That way the outside looks clean. But I don't know. Okay, so let's activate our chinguses. Ooh, does it hit? It hits. And it hits. So those need to go the other way. If they're the other way, I don't think they'll fit either. Nope, it doesn't make a fucking difference. That's just where they end. Okay. That to me means they're going the other way. I'm so glad they actually had a mount for the first gens, because I didn't want to make this. That would have just added too much time and effort to this. Okay. Okay, so one thing I don't want is I don't want the seat warning to be on all the time. So we're going to test this, and we're going to see if this is normally open or normally closed. This is the seatbelt latch. Okay, so I toned out the seat with the seatbelt in it, and it does appear that when the seatbelt is plugged in, it's an open loop, so it should be fine just being unplugged. Time will tell. We shall see. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, look at that. They got a bladder. So I got lumbar supporte. All right. These also have a couple funny wires sticking out of them. I love how easy this is to install so far, guys. Absolutely love it. I don't really know where to set you guys up, so I'm just gonna get these lap belts bolted in, and then I'll show you how I did it, because everywhere I put you, the camera keeps falling down. Okay, so the bolt in the back corner back there is not long enough. These work good. They go here, but I'm gonna get a couple just a little longer, and then I'll finish the install tomorrow. I'll take my award anytime, guys, for the best YouTuber around. Okay, so I just decided to blast holes into this. On the other side of this, there is an anchor point, but I have missed it, so all that'll still work. And yeah, I got this guy here. So these switches almost fit in there. What I did is use a unibit Boom. 13/16 is what the size is. I gotta bore out underneath it and beside it and clean it up a little bit, but we're getting there. So I'm gonna keep massaging this a little bit, and I got 2 switches that are gonna go in here. That's gonna be my heated seat location right there. So, done. Yeah, baby, yeah. Oh no. It's too good. I need to do it again. It's too good. Red, yellow, and blacker. Put it in her backer. Carol Baskin. There it is. Oh, we're gonna have heated seats. All right, rinse and repeat. I'm gonna bang on this second switch, vacuum up, and head in for the night. Then later on, I'll run the rest of the wires, and I'll bring you guys along for that, maybe, possibly, potentially. See you in a bit. Okay, guys, been a couple days again. Yesterday I went over to Brody's. We started doing the seat bar. The inside's all tore apart. Show you that in a minute. But when I got to Brody's, I was smelling a smell that I don't want to smell ever smelly again. And that was the brakes. The brakes were what? Very, very, very warm. And what happened is I've been having an issue with the front left wheel. If you guys saw my video on Instagram, again, going back to that, the wife showed up with the Dodge and a trailer to pick me up one day because the front left wheel was locking up. At the time, I thought it was the hub because the caliper itself felt relatively cool and all the heat was in the center. Turns out that's not accurate because it locked up on me again. So I popped it, let some air into the system, yanked it, and drove that bitch home. So now it's got a beautiful new OE caliper. Now, I say OE, but yes, it's Motorcraft. Yes, it's in a Ford box. But is it actually? Who the fuck knows? A lot of times, guys, you'll buy parts at the dealership and it's not even factory parts. They went to O'Reilly's or something and fucking got them. But it happens. It makes me feel better than putting a Centric in this thing. Centric's not too bad. They're kind of going downhill a little. Whatever. We're good enough target. Anyways, back to what we're doing. Let me show you where we're at. My rubber ducky. Get back to this another time. So, I got, these are off. Let's see if I can show you this. I had to take the back foam out of there, the seat cushion. I'm going to try and put it back in. I think that's also going to stop these from rattling. I had to take the trim piece off. All that's in the back of the truck still. But it had to move in order to get to the side panels, in which case, I think you can see it here. Got a little hole, made a plate in here. So I took out the seatbelt harness. It bolts into that spot. Figured it's strong enough for the factory seatbelt. It'll be strong enough for my seatbelt. But Brody plays with tube a lot better than I do. That's what he says anyways. Most of the time the tube that he plays with is a man's butthole, but I'm not here to judge. He is better at bending that pipe than I am. So he's got the seat bar bent. We need some quick disconnects. He wants to just weld it in. I want the bar removable. We're fighting on this. It's a little lover's squall. I'm winning. Don't let him know. But yeah, we're going to put some of these in. 1.5 inch bar is what I'm using. A little more compact, took up a little less room. Happy about that. So we got that for it. And I got to go over there. We're supposed to go over there today. He's tied up. I got shit going on. So it ain't happening today. But I'm going to get the wires run for the seats, and then I'll show you guys how I get those into the battery, and then I'll attach them to the battery, and then we'll do some other stuff. I have gone through the trailer. We got the ramps welded to it, which you guys saw. I changed the fluid in all the hubs. did one more thing. Oh, I fixed all the lights. The Dodge just got an oil change. Not going to get to the tranny on this service. I'm not going to get to the diff fluid. It's just too much. Lift goes in 2 weeks. Spoiler alert. That might be what this pad is for. But that happens in a couple more weeks. I got to let it dry. And then I'll do a bunch of service to all the vehicles because they all need it. I don't want to do it. And yeah, so tomorrow I have a job I got to go do. And I have no idea how long that'll take. So I basically have 2 days to get loaded up, packed up, do all this shit. Stressing to say the least. So back to the taco. Okay guys, so there's a lot of wires here, and if you don't have satellite dish ears like I do, then you're going to be missing out because they help a lot. What I do is show you what we got. We got a harness. These little wires go to the battery, and then they come over here, and they got a weatherproof connector. That's just those 2 wires. It's big and long. Hang those on the dishes. Boop. Okay, then I have 2 wires. These go to the seat. This is where the plug plugs in at. So you would run power under there, and then this goes up to the switch, nice and easy. How I want to do this is I want everything to run up that way, because this is going to run along the side of the thing and then come up and go in. So what I'm going to do, and what I did on the other side actually, is I'm going to plug the wire in for power. It's in. Then, because I like wires clean, wires need to be clean. Oh, I look like I'm surging. Oh. Let me turn that off. It's not easy to turn off a Penguin, but I just did it. I can dry up any river. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna come down to the connector that it's gonna butt into the other chingus there, and I'm gonna make a snippy. So then I'm gonna just clean this stuff up. Now I did leave this wire or the sheathing a little bit long, and because you're gonna fuck the end of it up as you're doing this, so just be prepared for it. This sheathing, guys, is ridiculously strong. I know it's plastic. I know you're like, oh my God, it's so dumb. But I'll tell you what, this stuff has been rubbing on the control arms, because I wrapped my hydraulic lines in this stuff too. And the paint on the arm has come off a couple times. And there's not even a mark on this plastic. So it's stronger than paint, I'll tell you that. And that just means everything to me. Now, I'm gonna lower these down. I like to recut this just to kind of give the end another little shadoodle. Then I'm gonna use my friend Tessa tape here. And I'm gonna start taping that nice and good. So now I have the connectors back to back. By that I mean the flippy thing and the flippy thing are facing away. And then we are gonna just slide right down on there. Again, a little too much schwitzels. I'm gonna cut the schwitzel. Oh, my little schwitzel. You're gonna be so handsome when I'm done with you. Okay, so I've kept pressure on this loom the whole time, so this is nice and tight. Ta-da! So now I have a protected loomy doomy, and this can go get installed. We're going to use Mr. Nibbles for this. Make sure there's nothing in there. There's not. And that solves that problem. Up here. This is all. Now that that's more better, now we're going to get this back into place. Actually, are we? Well, this has to go over there. Shove this little fella back into its hole. Go home, fella. Ta-da. Okay. So, now this needs to get up into there. Okay, I'll be back. You guys don't need to listen to me struggle. So, there it is, zip tied in. I know it's a bad shot, but now the seat goes back. Oh, that's going to be sick. So my seat bar, guys, comes out right here where the hole is. It's going to go right above here, and then the seats, the belts are going to have to go up here. When I ordered these seats, I didn't know anything about the +2, +4 feature. It's kind of fucked up because, like, they are custom seats. I didn't skimp on stuff, so why didn't I know about that option? But it is what it is. So those of you that don't know and are going to learn with me right now, when you do these seat straps, you do not want them pulling down in a rock crawling application. There might be others, but rock crawling, no. You want these to be up so that they come over your shoulder and then they come down. And the reason being, if they pull down, you could compress your spine in the event of a chingus, of something happening. So now you know. So we're just gonna finger this. Yeah, she's still the same girl I remember. And then we're gonna put our bolts back in, and then this is gonna be buttoned up. Okay guys, I'm gonna get the second one run in there. I'm gonna put the trim piece back in, then I'm gonna run them across into the engine compartment, and I'll show you that part. Okay guys, another day. Lots of things have changed. Let's start by showing you this actually. So I got some bars out here at the paint station. Can't put those on till tomorrow. Those are for my seat bar. And you guys will see the seat bar installed. I'm gonna do it tomorrow, but for you it'll be like 5 minutes or whenever I'm done rambling. So I went down to a Babel Bolt over on Pioneer and bought a thing of 5 washers. 2 washers on each side of the upper control arm, and then that should be all I need, right? No! Let's show you what we got going on there, because I had to go back down and buy extra thick boys. So now we get the thin boys and the thick boys. They're both boys, you know how I know? Because they have a hole. Oh wait, boys don't have holes. Oh. Okay, so under the taco, one of the problems, this side doesn't look nearly as bent, but it's bent. This side was nasty. Like, this is the gap I have now. A washer over there and then a bigger washer over here. In comparison to my finger, like, look at that. So when this was put together, they put a bolt in there and they squeezed it. This is not the original Y-link that I made because I had a 2-inch tube and then neoprene spacers in it. I thought that was plenty, but it wasn't. So we were getting a lot of movement on the axle. So I had somebody install these, which is great. And they TIG welded this thing up. Like, beautiful job on this. Like, way nicer than mine. And then they went ahead and slopped this. And when you tweak the shit out of metal and it's under a constant strain, it's gonna tear. So on this side over here, it actually tore a little bit. No, right here, this one. This one here tore. So I actually have to drill and weld that. Perfect, right? Couldn't just do what I'm doing in the first place. Tell me it's gonna be 1 day late and fucking get some washers, but whatever, I'm fixing it. So I'm gonna throw some washers in here. Right now I have the back of the vehicle jacked up and I'm able to sneak this bolt out, but I do have to cut this bolt down. That's the other thing. The bolt that was in this was 4 inches. Look how much thread that nut had. It wasn't even all the way in the nut. So I went out and I bought 5-inch bolts, because if you compare the shoulder to that, look at all this thread here and then all the shoulder. Now I got to cut it like about here somewhere, and then we're going to re-taper it. Actually, let's go do that now. So these, if you get a good quality one, and not an Alibaba or an Amazon one, are great. Perfect. So, now we got to cool this down. It's still cool enough I can touch that part. So, there's our bolt. Now we'll play with one of our nuts and just make sure that we can get it on there, which we can't. There we go. Screws on now. A little snug, but it is what it is. Okay. I'll try and set you guys up. If you can't see shit, don't get you mad at me. Don't be mad at me. I don't know. Probably can see. Maybe. Oh no. Why did it come out now? Oh boy. I almost got winter teeth. Yeah, the big washer's better suited for that. You're my suitor. Yep. I'm tired, Paw. You know, guys, I'm done working on this thing, man. It's been a week. Today's Friday. I still need to go through all my gear, go through everything else. This was resecuring the front bumper. That's a big thing. I think I'm going to wait. I might regret that. I don't know. But we get this done. So, that was a huge pain in the anus. But I don't know if you can see. I got it pretty straight now. This side has a tiny bit of a bend in it, but I couldn't get it all the way out. I don't want to bend the shit out of this metal. Yeah, I think at some point I'm going to end up doing this out of like 3/16 or maybe better. I don't know. Like I definitely have enough support here. Like I built this thing rugged as shit, but these tabs, I probably should have gone a little bigger. I remember using what I had, but yeah. And then this one here, I didn't cut this bolt short enough, so I had to cut it in place because I had already started boogering it up, and I'm afraid if I back this nut out, it's going to get caught on this and tear the threads out of the nut as well, which is not a big deal. You just get a new nut. But I'm out of time and the store is closed now, and they're not open tomorrow. So anytime the porta power has to come out, especially with that attachment, you know it's a shit job. Alright guys, so they're not cured, but they are dry enough for me to do stuff with them. And I want to put this truck back together. So what we did here is, in here there was a adjustable seatbelt bracket. Behind this, I'll show you on that side because you're too far away for me to reach, there was screw holes. So basically what we did is made a plate like that, out of some quarter, that bolts into place and then is going to stick through the plastic here. I might have to trim it a little, I don't know. Sometimes it fit good, sometimes it didn't, but basically this goes through this hole that I made, and this goes into place. And then I'll tighten them after the bar is in. I really hate modifying the inside of this truck, by the way, guys. The inside's really the only thing on this truck that I care about keeping pristine. and trying to do things nice and correct. But I don't know what I'm going to do with this hole yet. But yeah, so bar goes through there perfectly. I like it. And then I'll wipe this all down. I'm going to get that one started, and then I'll show you guys popping in the bar. So you can kind of see in there the bolts and stuff, the room I got to play with. Hope you guys are okay. It took a little spill there. Oh boy, that's not very good. Well, it doesn't fit spectacularly, but it's bendable. I'm not going to show you guys that part. I'll tell you that shit right now. That fits better, actually. Yep, it fits perfect, guys. Hey, look over there. Yeah, you see it over there? Keep looking. I'll show you the bar in a minute. Alright. Yeah, so this is perfect, guys. You can see the perfect alignment. Yeah. That fit like a glove. Kind of a weird glove, but there was a glove. There was a glove there. Lots of glove. Alright, this one will go right in. Look at that. Perfect alignment. Made the seat bar so that with the seat, it'll hit the bar before it hits my pack all. And I had to take the back cushion out, so I'm going to try and get that back in real quick. See if that'll fit still. You guys ever start doing something, then you find something, and you get super sidetracked? Come with me. Where'd he go? There he is. Oh, oh, he's mad. Oh, didn't quite get him. I don't know if you guys saw that. Oh shit, he's coming back. He mad. That hornet was pissed off. What's the next most important thing on here? Bed rails. Of course that's important. It looks fun to do. I don't know. I do have to go get parts to do it though. Shit. Alright, I got a fan going in here, guys, so it's a little noisy. Okay, so I'm going to put the first nut cert in. That did something bad. Don't know exactly what it did. I think it pulled all the threads out of it instantly. Yep, that's exactly what that did. So, too much pressure on that. But we're going to put a screw in it. I'm going to have to be careful of that. Okay, so that's in there. What I'm going to do is I switched bits. I'm using my Matco bits now because they're step bits. And I'm just going to go through and I'm going to just start every little hole here. Now I know where to drill all these holes. Then we vacuum. And then we take more certs and we put these on there. Now we're going to have to use our brains here. Kind of feel. Nope, not using my brain. I'm breaking that one too. Fuck, dude. I gotta set this thing somehow. All right, I think we got that. So we just gotta set the depth a little better. Okay guys, so we are gonna now drop the rail in. Boop, just like that. Are you really dropping it in if you don't go boop? No, that's the answer is no. All right, so now let's start screwing her. Perfect. I ran into this the other day too. These fucking things just start screwing themselves sideways in these rails. And just like that, we have screws in all the locations. Now, although these are 5mm, it does not matter because there's so many of them. It distributes the load, and this is actually rated for quite a bit of strength. More than enough to hold my shit into place. Not my shit, but stuff in place, you know? Let's be honest. So, yeah, that's how that's done. Well, guys, that one right there was going great. Not really. You can see some marks there. And things escalated because I broke a drill bit, overheated it, smoked it. Not too bad. Then I went and got my carbide bit. Fucking smoked it too. Then we resorted to bolt cutters and broke those. The stainless is no joke. Yeah. Fuck this. These things, when they go south quick. Now, these ones here, they're not very aggressive. They don't pull very good. Some of the ones that I've got, they have like a lot of room and they pull and they expand really well. I had trouble with these on the Comanche that I did too. But I need to find better ones. These suck. I'm not even going to try on some of these. Like this hole here, this one got fucked up. It's staying the way it is. I don't really put anything back here huge, and even if I do, like this will hold my generator in place. Upside down? Maybe not. But it's going to hold it plenty for what I need. Yeah, that's right. It is indeed. Guys, I think I'm taking this duck thing a little too far. So, Joe came over to the house and thought it would be kind of fun to put a couple rubber duckies in my bathtub. He knows my love for Jeeps. Oh my gosh. So I came up with a fun idea. And this is Rubicon Trail secrecy here. Like everything Jeep, you gotta fill it from its ass. Well, you Jeep owners out there, I know. I know. Oh, this is too good. And it gets better. I gotta get some batteries. I'll be right back. Another detour in this wonderful day. Well, boys, it's everything I had hoped for. You're gonna have to watch the next video. If it's the next video, you're gonna have to watch our video if you want to see how fucking what I got planned for this. Because I got me some plans. I don't know if it's part of my ADD or just my shitty personality, but I tend to take things a little too far. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to be changing the ends on my track bar that I've already removed from the truck. The way I like to do this, because I've already taken this truck, I aligned this truck, I got everything the way I want it, front axle's exactly where I want it, so I don't want to change that. And lengthening or shortening this bar is going to do exactly that. So what I like to do is get a couple donor bolts, and I'll put it into the heims, and then I'm going to tack weld it to my table. Just bzz, bzz. So then I lift this off, and the bolts stay there. So when I go back together with this, I know I can turn it, put it on the bolts, and I know I'm at least within a 30-second or maybe even closer if I'm good enough. I think I'm pretty good. Oh no, boys. They're not the right ones. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Of course this would happen. And it's 4 o'clock, son of a bitch. Yeah, hi, what time are you guys open till today?
We're open till 4:30.
Okay, I think I can get down there in time. Perfect.
Yeah, no worries. Will you come down to program?
Yes, yep. I bought a couple Heim joints off you guys a couple weeks ago, and apparently I'm an idiot and I got the wrong ones, so now I got my truck all apart, so.
No, you're good. Come on by. I'll stay late too if you know how far out you are.
I'm just right here in Lakeside, so I should be there in 15 minutes.
Cool. Yeah, no worries. That's no problem at all.
All right.
Even if you're running a few minutes late, don't worry. I'll stay till like at least 5. And just call me if anything changes too.
You're the man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries. See you soon, dude.
All right, bye. All right, guys, so I just got off the phone with Pro Bearing. That's the second time I've dealt with them, and when you guys want to talk about customer service, these guys don't fuck around. Like, they're legit. They were super nice when Abe and I went there. They're nice right now. Like, these guys are cool. All right, I gotta go though. Listen to me now, believe me later. Pro Bearing in Santee, California on Prospect. The fucking best dudes. It is by far the best customer service I have had in a long time. Like, yeah. And the dudes know their stuff. So I brought these in, and the problem is these are 3/4, and what he did is he gave me 3/4 to 7/8, but not his fault. And I told him this because I brought this joint in, which is 7/8. So he gave me what I had. But what he told me is these ones here from Barnes are shit. These are just like little Chinese deals, and the plastic molding inside of them is garbage. He didn't say it in that. I'm summarizing, right? So he said it in a very polite way, not to put anybody else's product down. But what he gave me is chromoly. So this might have a 10 to 15,000 pound tensile strength. I got a 33,000 pound tensile strength now. So, yeah. And he's like, okay, no problem. I'll swap them out and I'm going to owe you some money. I'm like, you know what? Call it a restocking fee, dude. Like, keep it. So, anyways, great people. Go support them. Get some quality joints. Not sponsored yet. Huh? If you're watching the video, bud. Huh? Anyways, with my 2 subscribers. So I got this welded in there, and as you can see, we can move this bar. That's all locked in. I did that because I was talking to Abraham on the phone and just wanted to keep working. So this is ready to get dropped back in the truck. So here's a little tip, guys. Use a ratchet strap to pull the body one way or the other from the axle, and it helps align these. Okay, so now these, let's give them a little whackerdoodle. Gone, gone, done. And then we go over here, and we cross off the Z-track bar. That's going to put an end to my day. We shall pick up tomorrow and continue on.